Well, hello, hello, hello. It appears that I am live. Oh my goodness. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up so I can know that you're hearing me. Looks like Gale Resources, you're the first one in the house today. Oh my goodness, what a week it has been. How about you all? How kind of week are you having? I see uh Gail, you're saying you have a friend in Riverside, a senior who has less than $700 a month, just diagnosed, needing two major surgeries and losing her home. Oh my gosh. Oh, due to owners not um, uh, paying the property tax. Wow, wow, wow. I am so sorry to hear about that. Um, if you read some of the comments on the last video that I posted, it's unbelievable. So many people have reached out to me in the comments, but also sharing their stories, reached out in the email, on my email. And I tell you, I just thought, you know what, this is something that needs to be dealt and delved into further. um, it's not just people who are living in vans, although a lot of seniors who are living mobile are doing so because they could not afford rent in a sticks and bricks anymore. But it's not just that. There are so many who are barely hanging on. And one person made a really good comment that I thought was really, and I'm going to include it in my one of my videos next week. He said something, I'm paraphrasing, but it was along the lines of, it seems like the government wants us to get our very lowest before and lose everything, have nothing left before they will help, rather than when a person is trying to be proactive and keep the bottom from falling out, lending a little hand that would keep them from being destitute. It seems I've heard over and over and over people say, seniors and others who are not seniors, that until they have nothing, they can't get any help. I'm like, that just makes no sense. Wouldn't it make it's just like, in Oceanside, where they tow a person's RV and then have them go from living in the RV to living on the streets. I mean, it just some of the decisions. I wish that some of the people who make these decisions had to live on the amounts that some of the people they are refusing to help live off. I wish they had to for 6 months. I tell you what, I think they would probably collectively lose their minds. I really believe they would, because they couldn't handle it. But that saying, you have to walk in someone's shoes. But hey, Forever One says hello, hello. Mark says, gonna get worse when the recession does. It will, Mark. You're right. Um, we ain't seen nothing yet. I fear that you are correct, and I hate to say that, but I think the worst is yet to come. Um, Wall Street and Congress want that money. Yeah. Remember when all else fails? Yep. Yep. A lot of when there are international conflicts, so many billions are made, and so many people make so much money that are in the position to provide. Um, it's been like that you know, since forever. Shara says the subject tears holes in my heart. I don't want to give away everything that's going to be in my video Monday. I haven't really made it yet. But one of the things that just really tore a hole in my heart was someone, I don't remember the person's name. They just had one line, and the line said, I'm almost about to give up hope, and or something very close to that. And I thought, wow. I mean, to be holding on like by a thread, and to little by little have it come loose and you just drop. That's what so many people are. I've been, it's just sad. It's really sad. Hey, Nora. Nora's in the house. Brenda Burner. Vaughn's on a roll. Um, who else? Simply C. Hey, Stacy. Let's see. Who else? Ann Holland. Hello, Ann. I don't think I've seen you for a little bit. Who else? Let's see. Hey, Pam over at Adventurous Spirit 66 is in the house. Oh my goodness. I'm supposed to this weekend, I'm supposed to be doing this live broadcast from Van Fest in Utah. But as you can see, I'm not in Utah. Well, you may not be able to see it, but I'm not in Utah. I'm still in California. Let me tell you my tale of woe, but it's a tiny, tiny little tale compared to some of the other ones I've heard this week. My doctor put me on a different medication earlier this week. So I started taking the medication, no big deal. And I noticed, but I didn't make the connection. I noticed I had a slight headache, but I'm prone to having headaches, have been since I was a teenager. So I had a headache. Then I noticed that, my stomach was a little upset. And I thought, maybe, I just attributed it to something I ate. Then I started getting dizzy and I thought, okay, this is getting serious now. And then by Thursday, we're supposed to be there for yesterday morning, and leave, planning on leaving early Friday morning, like 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and get there by 11 o'clock or so. As I started, I had the van all ready. We're all ready. The dog's ready. Jessica's ready. We're ready to head on out. And I was just so nauseated. I mean, I was just so sick. And I thought, you know what? Maybe lie down and we'll go a little later. We'll leave Friday and maybe get there Friday afternoon. I got sicker and sicker and sicker. Meanwhile, I was still taking the medication once in the morning and then another dose at night, another pill at night. And finally, something clicked when I was just hanging over the bed. I thought, I wonder if it has anything to do with this medication that I'm taking. I know it took me, a couple of days to figure that out, but it was gradual. And I looked up the side effects for this medication. It was like reading exactly how I was feeling. Common side effects, not unusual, but common side effects: headache, nausea. Headache, nausea, dizziness, upset stomach. I mean, it was like listing the whole thing of everything. So I went off the medication. I thought, okay, we'll leave Friday night and get there Saturday today. But I still was not feeling 100%. And I just didn't feel that it was safe to get on the road and drive that far a distance, because it's about 6.5 hours from where I am. I wasn't willing to chance it, getting dizzy on the road or something. I just didn't think it was wise. I may go down to Fiesta Island, which is actually from where I am right now. It's only maybe about 15 minutes. So I may just go swing down there and say hello to San Diego camper van folks. But I don't know. But my main priority today was getting with you all and letting you know that I'm going to be starting that series next week on It's Just a National Disgrace, how we allow seniors to just, I don't even have words to say how I feel about it. But what I want to do, let me say hello, a few more hellos. I haven't spoken to everyone. Hey, Sylvie, how are you doing? Hey, Topaz Farmers in the house. Hello. Simply C say, where is everyone joined from? I'm in South Texas today. It's hot here. I hear that it's very hot there. My brother is in North Carolina, and he was telling me it is, do you believe it? It is 60, no, he said 80 degrees there, 80 degrees in North Carolina. Oh my goodness. Let's see who else is in the house. Ann Ballard from Washington State. Okay. Beautiful day in Reno, Brenda says, it's beautiful. It's beautiful here in Southern California. It's a little bit warm, but comfortable. And it still has a little bit of the breeze that you're used to in the fall, but it's not as crisp as it usually is in the fall. But it's beautiful though. Ventura says, yeah, it's pretty in San Diego as well. I would say a lovely fall day. It is. I think, Pam, that's a perfect way to describe it. A lovely fall day. Simply C says, Nora, I forgot you were in New York. I was there a few months ago. Yes, Nora is in New York. Hey, Miss Net. Hello, hello. And hi, Renee Cannon. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else. Hey, Blue Skies 1972. Hello, hello. And I am praying for those folks in Israel. I'm praying for Joel. I'm praying for all of them that they're safe and that everyone comes home, or if they're already home, is able to be safe and make it through this ordeal that's going on right now over there. Hey, Priscilla. Hello, hello. Priscilla writes. Nora says, oh, the Miss Net, I went to Pennsylvania for the day, was on the road when the live came on. Oh my goodness. Yes, we missed you last week, Nora. Hey, Red, another one of my moderators and members in the house. Hello, hello. Everyone's saying hello. Hi, Debbie. Debbie Johnson's in the house, and Renee. I already said hello to Renee. Yeah, it is sad, Renee. It really is. Hey, Leslie Jackson from Texas. Oh my. They've got some folks over in Texas right now doing Lollapalooza. I usually go to Lollapalooza, but I didn't go this year because at first I was going to be at Chasm. Then I changed and decided I was going to be at Van Fest. And now I'm here in San Diego. But you know what? It's all good. I decided after, I've been thinking about this for a while and knowing I needed to make some changes. I'm one of these people who I'm just going to push, and I'm just going to keep going and just keep on going no matter what. And, obstacles come up, hurdles, but I'm just going to power through. Well, I just decided, especially after when I powered through going all across to Tennessee, then North Carolina, and then back to California. And as a result of all that driving, now I have tendonitis in my left elbow and my right heel. I decided, I need to exercise more wisdom. And that is one of the reasons that I decided, I'm not powering through going to Utah, feeling sick as I was feeling. And even though it was better by the time, last evening came and even early this morning, I just decided, what, I'm not powering through. I'm going to, like I said, we were in the van ready to go, heading out. And I turned around, I said, you know what, I'm not going to do it. It doesn't make sense. And the world is not going to end if I don't make it to Utah this weekend. So, Simply C says, welcome, White Flash Adventures. Oh, I didn't see that. Hey, White Flash Adventures, welcome, welcome. You will enjoy Carol and this group. Hope you join often. Hello, I missed. Thank you for, hey, my moderators and my peeps are keeping me honest and letting me know about people that I haven't seen. If I miss you, could you come back around and put another comment so I can acknowledge you? Because I do miss, I miss a lot. What can I say? That's why I have great moderators. Yeah, Gail Resource said, you are right, Glow. Yeah. Sylvie says, so true, Carol. They want you to be completely wiped out before they will maybe help. What? That makes no sense. A little like a healthcare system that would rather pay for your illness than for preventive care. I had a friend and they wouldn't pay for her to go to see the doctor for a particular condition that she had. So what she ended up doing is 2 or 3 times a month, she would go to the emergency room. Now, of course, you have to wait all day and all night, often there. But an emergency room visit is probably $1,500 to $2,000, where a doctor's visit was maybe $300. But they'll pay for the emergency room, but they wouldn't pay for the doctor. I mean, just things like this that make absolutely no sense. Who is making up these rules? What are they using for brains? I don't know. You tell me, because I can't figure it out to save me. Blue Sky says the government is stealing our money. I don't know what they're doing with it, but they're certainly not spending it the way that I would spend it. And that is some of what I'm going to be talking about. One of the things, I've worked out in my mind, and I'm hoping to get it up Monday, what the first video is going to be about. And I'm going to talk about some of the things, and I'm going to do some facts, some figures, because I love doing research, and just, some of the things that are going on. But I'm also going to be asking for you on Monday, if you make comments on the Monday video, what do you think some of the solutions are? Specific things that you think might make, don't do it here in this forum, but on Monday, to some of the problems and the challenges that I bring up, what do you think some solutions are? And what do you think need to be changed? I did some research and found out, the things that are impacting seniors the most, which are it makes sense that they are, and some of the things that could help. And I will name some of those, but I really would like some input from you all who are living it, whether you're living mobile, whether you're living in sticks and bricks, you're still experiencing these same things, and what would make it easier and what seems more sensible. So I'd like the first in the series to be that. The second in the series to be, I'm going to be sharing some of your answers. And I don't know if we'll do a third in the series. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Kay Rigetto. Hello, hello. Okay, you guys. Barefoot in Cactus. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there you are. White Flash Adventures. Hello, hello. Thank you all for the welcome. You are welcome here by all means. Barefoot in Cactus says they think we deserve it because we must have made poor decisions. That's something that I hear a lot. And it really, really annoys me, because I know a lot of people who've worked their entire lives and never really made a lot of money. They've lived honest lives. They've contributed to the system. They've raised children. They follow the rules. Sometimes, especially with women go out of the workplace a lot to raise children, then maybe back in, maybe have another child for a while, then back in. Then if there's a sick family member or parent, oftentimes it's the daughter or a woman, a female relative who's taking care of them. So that's back out of the workplace and then back in. Women traditionally make less money than men. So right off the get, there's going to be smaller Social Security. But then when you're in and out of jobs and in lower paying jobs, chances are you're not going to have a retirement plan. And now most dedicated retirement plans, unless you work for the government, have completely gone by the wayside. But even back then, many, many people, not just women, but a lot of people weren't at a job long enough to become vested. And as a result, the idea was that there would be 3 legs to retirement: Social Security, savings, and a retirement plan. Well, company retirement plans, that's by the wayside. Savings, with inflation and everything that's going on, and for young people, student loans debt, don't even get me started on that. So the last leg now has become the primary support for most seniors, especially seniors who are living in poverty, and it's just not enough. I'm going to go into some details about, well, just tune in Monday and you'll hear. I'm formulating. It takes me a while to formulate a video when I'm talking about a particular subject, because I have to pull all the facts together. Then I have to really kind of let it marinate in my brain to see what direction I want to take and how I want to present it. But I do, again, want to get a lot of input from you all about what you think are some of the solutions to some of the challenges that I will be identifying on Monday. Hello, everyone else. Let's see. Adventurous Spirit 66 Pam says, we must elect politicians who actually care about the people they represent. That is easier said than done, I'm afraid. I've come to the conclusion that not all, but many are simply interested in, it appears to me, A, getting reelected, because as soon as they get to office, they are starting to campaign again, getting reelected, and lining their pockets. So many, it's amazing how many politicians go into office having moderate net worth and leave out worth millions. It's crazy. It really is. But yeah, that would certainly change the tide, wouldn't it, Pam? But instead, now we have ones who are trying to, it would appear, um, uh, increase the shared cost of Medicare. And if you're already barely making it, to increase the cost of Medicare is going to make it harder to get medical coverage. And and they're also it seems like I'm always hearing about politicians who are wanting to cut back on Social Security and make the age older and older. Pretty soon you're going to have to be 80 to collect Social Security if they have their way. But here's what kills me. Once they've been in office for a certain period, they get medical coverage for the rest of their lives. So a lot of these things that they're cutting, they don't have to worry about. So of course they're going to cut them if they don't care, and it doesn't impact them. Why do they care? Don't get me started. Kay says it's real. Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on. You're saying hi, Red. Oh my goodness. Plain vanilla grandma's in the house. Hello. Oh my goodness. My moderators, you are so great. Thank you, Nora, for calling that out. I missed her. Thank you. Hey, Lisa P. Lily, hello. Everyone hand pink waving. I don't know. What does that mean? Hand pink waving. I see that a lot, but I still don't know what it means. Ann Holland says, I caught the replay, wasn't able to make some of the lives. Well, I'm just glad you're here today, Ann. I am. Let's see. Shara says, it really makes me sad that my grandmother did not live in a time that being a nomad was mainstream now. Now, was your grandma a nomad, Shara? It sounds like she was before her time. Oh my goodness. Oh. Is it what is it? I should have my glasses on. Is it Gopher? I don't know. I can't see that without my glasses. Go per something 10. I don't know. I don't know blue sky. I'm sorry. I can make out most of it, but I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see that. And I don't want to leave over there and try and hunt him down. Hey, Two Dog Mom, how's it going? Just discovered your channel. Well, I'm glad you did. And welcome in. We are talking about some serious things today, including how seniors are, I think, discarded and abandoned. I really think that seniors in this country are discarded and abandoned, which is really sad because there's so much collectively. Seniors have so much wisdom and knowledge, having lived longer, having experienced so many different things. I mean, there are seniors alive today who can talk about, before we had mobile phones. Well, I'm one of those. Before we had so many things, what it's like and what it's like to have a real work ethic and values that they can impart and that are still important, but that seem to be going by the wayside. So we're just abandoning and discarding a whole group of our most valuable citizens. And I was reading one woman, I think I'm going to include this comment in Tuesday's video or whenever I get the comment section up. She was saying she's in her 60s and she doesn't see that she'll ever be able to retire. It used to be that, you worked forever and ever and you got at least a couple years to maybe enjoy the fruit of your labors. I know people, go into Walmart, see greeters there. So many places. I go into fast food places now and I'm seeing seniors working there. There are so many seniors who have had to continue working, not because this is what they enjoy doing, but although some of them may enjoy their jobs, but because they have to do it, because otherwise they would have to make some horrendous choices and very, very difficult decisions. And I'm going to share some of those with you on Monday. Gail says, I'd love something for seniors to connect who are interested in sharing a rental. With today's rents, it would probably need to be 3 people in a bedroom. You know, I think, and that's one of the answers I'm going to give, I really think that sharing housing, kind of like Golden Girls. I mean, it might not be that kind of fun, you know, uh, episodes like from Golden Girls, but I think the concept of seniors, and not just seniors, but families living together to help each other, I think that that's something that the time has come for that to come back. That used to be the way it was, grandparents, parents, even sisters, brothers, cousins as adults lived in one big home or on kind of a big piece of property. And I think that is out of survival, just being able to survive. I think that's the way it's going to have to be. I don't see any other solution. Sylvie says, oh no, Carol, I'm sorry to hear about your illness. Glad to know that you figured it out before it got really bad. Yeah, I stopped taking that medicine. So I'm going to have to call the doctor Monday and see what kind of replacement I can get. But yeah, that was not good. Yeah, Red, thanks. Yeah, I didn't have a choice. Gail Resource said, glad you decided to stay home. I feel for you. Yeah, I'm just not going to push myself. I tend to be a person who just, go, 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 go until I drop. And I'm just not, I could do that when I was younger. I could do that. Take a rest for a day and boom, back on my feet and off I go. The rebound and the recovery period now is much, much longer and much more difficult. So, this thing with this tendonitis in my arm, and I'm telling you, it can be excruciatingly painful. It's yeah. So, I am having to slow down. It's hard. You know what? It's hard to make yourself slow down when you've been really used to powering through and being a go-getter. But I won't be going to get anything if I don't slow down some. I'd be getting a premature service, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's see. Two Dog Man says, great series. I'm right here with you. Oh, thanks, Two Dog Man. I appreciate it. And I'd love to hear some of your input on the comments on Monday. What you think, I'll bring some things up, but what do you think some of the solutions will be? Because we have to, if we have any humanity, any decency in us, we have to make some changes. And I know I'm not political. I am a political creature, but I'm not political on YouTube. But I'm going to say this thing and I'm going to let it go. It's just a little tidbit out there. I think we have to change our priorities, and I think we have to take care of people who have contributed to our society and to our country first. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go any more in depth on that, but I think we have lost sight of what our priorities need to be. And I think we need to revisit reestablishing our priorities. When you have a veteran who served this country who can't get help, something's wrong. And then they're older, something is seriously out of whack. But I come from a military family, so I am extra special, especially dug in on that one. And then being raised by parents who were older when they had us. Now it's not unusual to have a parent have their first or second child at 40 or so. But when I was born, that was not the norm. So I come from older parents. So seniors, military, that's something I feel very strongly about. Anne says, Red, I know I said it wrong. I wasn't able to be there when she did some of her lives, so watch the replay. I got what you meant, Anne. I got what you meant. Hey, Kay says you're in Pennsylvania. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Nora. I was thinking about having a celebration today, just, but I thought this is much more important than me. But thank you. Yes, I reached 75,000 Globies. Do you believe that? This old fart, that's what I am, reached 75,000. Who would have thunk it, huh? Didn't know. Oh my goodness, didn't know how to do anything. Thank you for Enoch. In fact, Enoch and I might be doing a project together. We may be starting a project together. We're going to meet next week to talk about it. So I don't know. We may be, here I go, starting another project. But I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I think it would be interesting. And yeah, I think it'll be very interesting. So, but I'm not going to say anything about it now because it may not come to fruition. So we'll just see what happens. Hey, Ella Weesey, hello. It's hard to make it in America. You know, it's funny you should say that. I went to boarding school, and I went to school. At the school that I attended, there were lots and lots and lots of girls from South and Central America, all over the world, really. But I remember one of my roommates and a very dear friend was from El Salvador. And I remember she said, but she was from a wealthy family, not like I wasn't, but she was. But she said, I would never live in America. She said, life is too hard here. And I thought, wow. I didn't understand what she was saying, but I do get what she's saying now, especially for older people. It really is. Um, Nora says it was close to 80 in New York today. Oh my goodness. What's happening with this fall weather? I wonder what it's like in Quartzsite. I wonder if it's still hot there or not. Oh my goodness. Two dog mom. Did I say dog man before? I'm sorry. Two dog mom. I just realized what I had said before. Two moms says I'm in Southern California, but thinking of moving to Georgia because we can't afford it here. A friend of mine was just telling me her cousin is moving to Nevada. They're moving to Nevada because they can't afford it here anymore. A lot of people are moving out, but here's the thing: a lot of places, Austin, cities in Tennessee, Texas, pretty soon. Already in Idaho, Boise, the prices there have tripled. I mean, tripled and quadrupled there. So if you're going to move, you better do it soon, because if you're going to an area that's kind of popular and other people are going, it'll be no point in leaving, because you're going to find the same prices if you don't hurry up. I'm telling you. Hey, Judy K says, I'm new here from Southwest Florida. I'm enjoying your channel. Thank you, Judy. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. At the end, we will be giving everyone we give a big, to our newbies, a big, welcome. Hey, Joanne, hello. Great day at Fiesta Island. I think I'm going to be heading down there. Are you going to still be there, Joanne? I may miss you, but I'm going to head down there probably in a few minutes. I may be cutting this live short to go on down there before it gets dark. But yeah, I was going to call you this morning, Joanne, and see if you were going down once I, knew. But anyhow, hey, Martina, I'm 71, work part-time, and cut back on a lot. Wow, yeah. I only have one light on in the room. I am short showers, don't use my oven often, and wash clothes on a short cycle, trying to keep a rainy day fund. It's a shame that it's 71. It's just a shame. That's all I can say. It's a shame. But I think you're very wise to try and keep a rainy day fund, because, as was said earlier, I do believe some rainy days are coming ahead. I do think so. I think so. Yeah, you're welcome, Renee. Adventurous Spirit says, Carol, Amy's hot sauce is so good. I need to order more. Oh, I'm glad I like it too. I really like it. I was just, wow. That reminds me, Martha, did you get your hot sauce? She mailed it to you, but there was a problem with the city that you gave didn't match the zip code, and she was concerned, but she went ahead and mailed it. So can you tell me, Martha, did you get your hot sauce or not? I hope you did. Let me know, because I haven't heard that it went back to her. So if you didn't get it, that means someone else is enjoying your hot sauce, but I want to know. All right. Everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. Nora says, oh, thank you, Nora. I always forget to say that. Don't forget to do thumbs up. Yes, do thumbs up. Hey, Adele, just made it in. Glad you made it, Adele. Hello, hello. Judy K is saying hello. Mythical Nomad Adventure Funky Van is saying, it's amazing that doctors can prescribe poison to elderly patients and get away with it. I don't think, in some cases, yeah, I agree. But I think in this case, it was just something that had a lot of side effects. And, I just have to go on something else. I think what it is really, I think I'd never taken this medication before. I think based on my symptoms, I think I'm allergic to it. So thank goodness I didn't get a whole lot of it in my system. But I have a real good doctor. I have to say that really, works till like 7 o'clock at night. I left my doctor's office at 7 o'clock at night because she's there. And so, you're going to get, she'll say as she's going through things, is there anything that we haven't discussed that you need to discuss or need to bring up? I mean, so she's not one of these, okay, and she doesn't say it, a lot of doctors don't say it, but they're looking down there. You can see them looking at their watch, 15 minutes. And they're like, okay, well, I think we're done now, and then you just feel like they're just racing you out. She does not do that, even though I ended up being the last patient of the day. And I know she had a long day. She starts, I think, at 10 in the morning, 9 or 10 in the morning. And she was still going. And she's almost my age. She's been my doctor since the 90s. Almost 30 years. And I asked her, I said, please tell me you're not going to retire. She said, no, what would I do if I retire? I'd be bored. So no, I don't, in this case, I don't think that's what it was, but that does happen. It certainly does happen. Hey, Rose. Hello, hello. Hey, Edward Peters. Hello, hello. High real estate values and high prices for basic goods are bloating government tax coffers. Well, where is that tax going? I don't know. I know a lot of municipalities. I think that's one of the reasons they're so opposed to tiny houses and tiny homes, because they're not going to get the same tax base that they would from a bigger house. So I think that's one of the reasons why they mandate a minimum of 400 square feet or a minimum of. Why would they care how small it is, as long as you're meeting code, as long as it's safe, but the smaller it is, the less money they get. That's what I've concluded, that the only true objection to tiny houses is not that they're a problem, it's that they don't provide as much income. But Renee says sometimes God puts brakes on our plans for good reasons. I was thinking about that, Renee, today, and I thought, I wonder what God may have saved me from by making me stay home this weekend. Yeah, good point. Very good point, Renee. So let's see. Plain vanilla grandma Carol, self-care is a good thing. You can't pour from an empty vessel. That is a very wise comment, Carol. And plain vanilla grandma, you can't pour from an empty vessel. And I truly want to pour into others, and I can't do it if I don't have anything left in myself. Very good point. Thank you for making that point. Red says 103 watching. Hard to say. Everyone, hi to everyone. Oh, I know. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm hoping I'm not missing anyone, but if I did come back around, I'll try and catch you. Two Dog Mom says, new here, living in the senior life as well. Yeah, it's, I think one of the best things that we as seniors can do is build a community. We always talk about it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village to be a senior. It really does. And I think that is one of the things that we need to do, is to build our villages as seniors. And I think that's really kind of difficult to do, because sometimes where you are, other seniors aren't getting out as much. And sometimes seniors, that we meet are kind of, set in their ways, maybe not willing to reach out. But to the best of your ability, go to places where people are. And you don't just have to reach out to other seniors as part of your village. You can have younger people as part of your village. Just have a village, someone who checks on you, who cares about you, especially if you don't have family, or if you live far away from them. It is so critical. And I should do a class on how to reach out and how to build a village, because I think it can be life-saving for seniors. I truly do. Um, let's see what else. Just wasting our taxes. Well, a lot of our taxes are wasted. I would agree. Hey, Gray Man Van Life, hello, hello. Welcome into the chat today. Finding Courage, 83 today in North Carolina. That's what my brother was telling me. It was in the 80s. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. Well, folks, I am probably going to be heading out, because I want to head down to Fiesta Island and say hello to some folks down there and catch up with, hey, I'm building my village, building my village. I am very fortunate, though, by having a YouTube channel. It really helps me to build a village. But you all that come on here every week, you're making a village too. It may be a digital village, but you're creating a village, because so many of you have gotten to know each other and care about each other. So, however you can do it, develop and make your village. That's one of the reasons I love going to Quartzsite, because every time I go to Quartzsite, I meet another person that I add into my village, and I expand my village, at least one, sometimes more. But I usually come away from Quartzsite with at least one new, good, forever friend. Hey, I'm pleased with that. Let's see. Uh, yeah, okay. I would have to say that there is some validity in what you're saying there. As I said, I think that we do need to take care of those who have first who have contributed um, to this country. It's kind of like if I had my daughter and people down the street were hungry and I'm feeding them all, but my daughter's back home starving. I'm not a very good parent. And I think we have to follow. The Bible said, what does it say? It's an infidel who something along the lines of, you're an infidel if you don't take care of your own. So I think we may be becoming a country of infidels. I don't know. Not us, but I'm thinking at higher levels, at decision-making levels, perhaps. Gray Man Van Life says, my sister went to the doctor yesterday afternoon for a stomach issue, and they told her just to go to ER. It's already just what's going on. Just to go to ER. Wow. So now that bill is going to be quadruple what a doctor's visit would be. What is happening? I don't understand. I don't understand. We should have Globies running this country, and we would get it straightened out, wouldn't we? We would get it straightened out. Oh my goodness. Hey, Crystal and La Gringa. Hello, hello. Welcome. Don't have much signal out here at Lollapalooza, but I will try and be here. Oh, you're at Lollapalooza. Oh my goodness. That's one of my very, very, very favorite gatherings of the whole year. I love Lollapalooza, but didn't make it this year. Hey, Edward says, government and corporations are richly rewarded by inflation. Don't expect them to help. They are. They are. Many of the corporations and very, very wealthy in this country are helped and made richer by inflation. And meanwhile, average Joe or average Jane like us, is devastated by it. So, yeah. So the incentive, though, to get inflation in a way, elections are good, because when elections are coming up, there's an incentive for people in power to try and get inflation under control, thinking that we have short memories, which we don't. If you're like Marta, sitting in one room with one light, or only doing short cycle, or on your washing machine, and doing all other cost saving and penny pinching, you're not going to forget just because inflation went down a little bit before an election. But anyhow, I said I wasn't going to talk politics, so I'm not. Anne said it isn't poor decisions. We didn't make so as much money back then. No, we did not. I remember my very first job. Well, my first job was teaching piano lessons, and I got a quarter for each lesson. I got 25 cents. I was a kid. I got 25 cents. I remember I played the piano for someone's wedding, and I earned $5 for that. So no, we did not make very much. My very first job, I was paid $1.65 an hour. But you know what? On that $1.65 an hour, when I moved out into my own place, split it with a roommate, on $1.65 an hour, I could pay my rent. I could pay my rent, buy food, pay for transportation. It was public transportation, but I could do that on $1.65 an hour. Isn't that something? No more, no more. Red says, I hope it wasn't anything serious, Gray Man. Oh, I missed that. What did I? I hope it wasn't either, Gray Man. I missed. Oh, you mean your sister? Okay. I'm having a senior moment here. I hope it wasn't anything serious either, Gray Man. It sounds like she went for a doctor's appointment and they just blew her off. I'm going to tell you one thing that I have discovered from some recent experiences and from older experiences when my mom was ill and my dad. Any person going into the hospital, especially an older person, but any person going to the hospital, should not go there alone. You need to have an advocate checking on a regular basis. You just have to. I'm not even going to go into some of the horror stories I experienced, but if you're in the hospital, you're at your weakest. You can't really think straight if you're in pain and sick. You need someone there advocating for you. So if any of you ever have to go to the hospital, emergency room, anything like that, do your best to get someone who's coherent and who will ask questions and represent you to go with you. I cannot stress that enough. All right. Well, folks, oh my goodness, I am going to get out of here and try and get down to Fiesta Island. Hey, Two Dog Mom. And if you get serious illness, will the savings go out? Yep. That's what happens to so many people. A serious illness can wipe you out in no time. In absolutely no time. So yeah, no, it's not people. A lot of people who are in good financial situations look at people who are not and say, oh, you made poor decisions. Oh, you did this. Oh, you were a spendthrift. No. Life happens. Illnesses happen. Low paying jobs happen. Raising children. I mean, having a leaky roof can take out all your savings. Having a transmission go out, like happened with Kat, can take out anything you have and then more, so no, it's not. All right, well, folks, I'm going to be heading out of here. Annie Shenanigans says politicians are not sympathetic to the lower income. No, I have to agree, Annie Shenanigans. Most are lawyers or other high income people that only want more. I would say that fewer and fewer we have people who are representing us who really care about us. And there used to be people who were serving because they wanted to look out for the better good. I think a lot of that has gone by the wayside, and people that are there now, and to a great extent, not all, but to a great extent, are there for their own enrichment. Red says, yes, easier said than done. I've been so aggravated in the past that I didn't vote. I would say vote, please vote, Red. But then I felt bad that I didn't vote. Yeah, do vote. That's the only little say that we have. Yeah, I would agree, Gray Man. I think that many will do whatever it takes. I have to agree. Hey, RV, Grandma Charlotte, I already paid almost $350 a month for Medicare and supplements, and they're wanting to increase it. They're wanting to increase it. Can you imagine if you're living on $700 or even $1,000 a month, and you're paying $350? That's over a third of your income for, and that's not even if you go to the doctor. That's just in case you go. You're paying in case you go. Is that crazy or what? But listen, Patricia says Social Security will run out by the 2026. It's sickening. I don't think 2026. I think what they're going to do, Patricia, I think they're going to make such austere changes to it that it's going to make it difficult for people to get it before they depart this earth. And I also think that our portion of Medicare is going to go up dramatically over the next few years. Sylvie says, yeah, working stiffs can't make campaign contributions. Well, I don't feel like making any contributions, quite honestly. Thank you, Red. 119 watching, 77 thumbs up. Yes, if you hit those thumbs up. Thank you, Red, for reminding me. If you put those thumbs up, it really lets YouTube know that this live is being enjoyed. So if you would do that, I would appreciate that. All right. I'm sorry that I can't take too many more comments. Take a couple more. Ann Holland says also supplemental insurance went up as well as prescription plans and deductibles. So the raises they give you, yeah. Plus, here in California, many plans are dropping. Many doctors and hospitals have dropped plans, so that now you've got tens of thousands of people scurrying. 30,000 in San Diego alone on one plan was dropped, scurrying for new providers. And it's Rose says anything that has to do with the American, no, any of the, all they care about is lining their pockets. I sadly, that's the case in many cases, unfortunately. Cheryl says, thank you, Barnett, or Barrett, rather, I'm sorry, says, thank you for your thoughtful videos. Thank you, Cheryl. I do try and put thought into it, and, to provoke people to think, to provoke people to, or motivate people to sit back and say, is there anything I can do to change this or impact this? Because change isn't going to come from the top and go down. Change is going to come from the bottom and go up. That's the only way I see it happening at this point. All right. Two Dog Mom says, I agree, we are valuable. Yes, we are valuable. Yeah, I would have to say no voting, no complaining, Vaughn's on a roll. Sorry, but I do agree with that. All right. RV Grandma Charlotte says SS would be fine if the government back all the. That's another thing that they have let. I consider it really highway robbery in terms of all of the different hands and that are grabbing into that fund, taking out for things that was never intended for. It was never intended for a lot of the things that it's now being used for. All right, I said this before, but hi, Lori. I didn't see Lori Putman. Hello. Thank you. I have a fabulous moderators, all of them. All right, not only serious abandoned people on Social Security disability, also, yes, that's another thing on Social Security disability. Don't even get me started on that. I could go on forever. All right. One last comment. Annie says, younger ones, like, I'm not as smart as they are. The first time that I noticed this, those little whippersnappers. Let me tell you something. We have more wisdom in our little finger than many of them have in their entire brain, okay? Because we've lived through it. We've learned how to work through hardships. We've endured. we have perseverance, and we know how to stand when the going gets tough. And I'm telling you, a lot of them, a slight wind, you could, and they would fall. So, you know, when one of those little whippersnappers says something to you, you may have to let them have it, Annie. I'm sorry. All right. Hey, Sunflower Marcia. All right. I am going through. I hope I haven't missed anyone. But can my moderators please drop your link so we can go over, everyone can go over and give you some love and fondness, because I have some of the best moderators there are in here. And I thought I was scrolling down all the way to the end, and I thought I saw Kenneth. Kenneth, if you're in here, hello, but I don't know. Maybe it was something else. But I'm scrolling down, and I know I'm missing a lot of people, but I did too much talking today, so I missed a lot of people. But I see a Spiritual Odyssey. Hello, Spiritual Odyssey. I can only say hi right now. Hello, 180 Pottery. Hello, Patty Whack. Hello. I'm sorry I'm not being able to read these, but I have to get out of here. Hello, Kinevere Way. Hello, the Traveling Kittens. I'm going to, I see more and more dementia patients turning, running off because they're at home. Yeah. They savings, more than that, honestly. All right, folks, have all my moderators dropped your links? Please drop your links so everyone can see. And if anyone, really quickly, if this is your first time in the house, can you please put a number 1 so we can everyone can say hello and greet you. Oh my goodness. And Martha, would you email me and let me know, did you get the hot sauce? Because I need to let my sister-in-law know if you got it or not, because she sent it out. All right. Two Dog Mom, number 1. Welcome. Can everyone welcome Two Dog Mom? Judy K. Anyone else? First time in the house? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Priscilla writes, first time in the house. Welcome all of you here. Oh, thank you, Diana's Dreams. Turn on notifications. Thank you. Lisa Robertson, welcome. Diana's Dreams, welcome. Anyone else? All right, if you're okay. Bila Langford, welcome. So you guys know, welcome all of our, hey, one of the holy, my sister-in-law, my wonderful sister-in-law, Amy, is in the house. I didn't even see her pop in. If you're a content creator, would you please put a big C so everyone can go over, because we like to support each other. You know, I just talked about having your village, so we want to support each other and go over and give some love. Hello, Malika. Hello. Malika is in the house. First time. Malika Eastman is in the house. I hope I'm saying this right without my glasses on. I'm not seeing very good, but okay. Thank you. Yes, Sylvie. Welcome, New Globies. Welcome. Hey, Graham. Hello from Australia. Hello. All right, folks. I don't see any C's for content creators. I know there's some in the house. I know. Hey, Gray Man Van Life, number 1 in the house. First time in the house. Welcome. All right, folks. I know that Redheaded Riding Hood is a creator. I know that Plain Vanilla Grandma is a creator. I know that Vaughn's on a Roll is a creator. Let's see. I don't know who else is a creator that I'm seeing in here. But anyhow, if you're a creator, hey, Black Butterfly 97.99, welcome into the house. Welcome. Chessie's Adventures is a creator, content creator. Welcome. All right, we got about 30 more seconds. I was supposed to be leaving 10 minutes early, and here I am 10 minutes over. Okay. Diana's Dream says, I'm widowed over a year now, learning to live alone again. Yeah, that's a whole new experience again. I'm in Section 8 apartment in West Palm Beach, Florida. Well, thank goodness you got that, Diane's Dreams, because I'm telling you here, the wait is to even get on the list, to get the list open, is years. And then to once you're on the list, it can be 6 or 7 or 8 years or more. I've heard in some areas over 10 years. So Gray Man Van Life is a content creator. Anyone else, go check out Nora at Arcuda 2001 on Etsy. I'm sorry, 2000 on Etsy. And what did I say? Nora, would you drop your link, because I'm just messing it all up. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But if you, Nora over on Etsy has an Etsy shop, some of the most beautiful artwork you'll ever see. In fact, Red, would you drop Nora's link for her, please? Red is a master at dropping links. And that's Red's dropped her link, one of my great moderators. I have got, thank you. There it is. Okay. Works by Nora. Thank you, Nora. There's her link. Go over and check out if you want some beautiful artwork. Go over and check out Nora's Etsy account and store. All right, folks, I have got to go, or I will not make it to down there before it's dark, and I don't want to be driving in the dark today. All right. Love each and every one of you. Stay tuned Monday. I hope Monday, if not Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to come out with a video on the Silent Disgrace. You know, how we treat seniors in America and the United States. I think it's a national disgrace, but I'm going to be talking about it Monday, and then hopefully on Tuesday you'll give comments on Monday, and on Tuesday or Wednesday I'll be able to address and go and read some of your comments and some of your opinions. That's how I would like to do it. All right, love each and every one of you. Thank you, Lori. Have a great evening to all. Yes, Sylvie, my moderators, they're the best. All right, I am going to end this now. It always takes a few minutes to do it, but I will see you next week.